Well, hello there. I'm Ended, and this is Motor Town Behind the Wheel. Welcome to the day 2, or episode 2, whichever way you want to look at it, of my playthrough of this amazing game. So, last time, in the last episode, we got left off with, we left off with 39,599 coins to spend after doing a bunch of delivery missions. We might do some delivery missions today as well, but what we're going to be focusing on is towing, aka wrecker jobs in the game. We will be going and buying ourselves a wrecker car and get some jobs done. So, without further ado, let's go. Oh, nicely sat on that. I was standing on the chair or a bench. Let's hop into our dory and park it up because we do not need the dory right now. Instead, we do need to go buy ourselves a new car. We actually have a couple of choices to choose from, but I think we're gonna go with the basics of the basics and get the cheapest one first. But let's, wrong button. Let's despawn our Dabo and cross the street for and buy this. It's gonna cost us all of our money almost to buy this story wrecker, but it will do us good for now. So let's buy it. There we go, 30,000. What we're gonna first do is we're going to buy some equipment for it. Oh well, adjust the suspension a little bit. It is not the most capable of the towing cars, of course, because it's the starter one. We could have gone saved up a little bit more money and gone with the Pulio, which is the upgrade from this. But I figured I've never used this story wrecker, so it would be nice to try it out and see how it functions. So we got 9,000 use. Let's could put it in company colors. And actually it might be better if we go with the gray body with the purple fenders. Yes, that looks better. Cargo bed also in purple. Oh yeah, that looks good. I like that. Seats are white. I like white seats. 100 coins well spent, I think. Powertrain, I doubt we can upgrade really. Don't quite have the money, and we don't have the driver level for the more powerful engines yet. Well, we do have for the V8. We could buy this. But let's see if we need it. It costs 5,000, so it's very expensive. Transmissions, it's got a 4-speed only. I would love to upgrade to a 5-speed, but I don't think we have the money. But we are gonna buy a final drive ratio for 500. Let's go with a 7. This will make the gears tighter, making it it's easier for us to pull. Already comes with a 1.5 clutch. I believe a 2-way clutch, pack LSD, or a lock differential is better. But we'll try with what we got, because we are kinda low on monies. Braking power needs to be upgraded to at least 150%. Brake pads we don't need to worry about. Anti-roll bars maybe, but what we're gonna focus on is getting us some tighter springs on the back, which is gonna cost us 4,000 for the 200%. Let's go with that. So we want stiffest springs on the back because that's where all the weight will be. Love to get a dampeners, but we don't have the money for it. Anti-roll bars we can get 150%, and then we are out of money again. We are at 999 only. You buy winches. There's different winches you can buy for the front of this car. You can upgrade the back winch. But of course you need wrecker level first. It has utility boxes, which would be actually pretty useful to buy. Let's buy them. Even though if we don't exactly need them. They look nice. I like the way it looks. Yeah, that's nice. Let's go with that. A little dory wrecker is ready to go. And let's see if we have any jobs. Shall we? Open up the map. So it might be a little bit hard to find the wrecker jobs. Find the wrecker jobs with all of these activated. So let's hit all off and just click wrecker job, and we can see what jobs we have available. There's way too heavy ones for us. There's no way we can pull 9 tons or 10 tons. No way. Even 2.9 tons for another dory wrecker. We should be technically be able to pull a dory wrecker with the dory wrecker, but it can be really heavy. So let's just go with this nuke for starters. I'll do this a little bit as I'll activate all of these back because I like to have them on. So I'm gonna do this in a little bit of a sense that this is gonna be a 101 for towing. I think that's what we're gonna name the episode even to be. Towing 101. Oh, the black side is very slippery. We don't have any dampeners, but it's okay. We'll manage. It doesn't need to go fast. It's a tow car. All it needs to do is pull a car for us from point A to point B. So, find your job. Not too heavy. Don't start off with a heavy car. And drive to the location, of course. This is a front heavy car, because the car engine is on the front of this car. So we're gonna pull it from the front. So what we wanna do is we wanna back off to it. Luckily this is on the side of the road, so we don't need to pull it out of a ditch or anything. You kind of wanna center yourself as good as you can. So we can hook it up to the hook of the car. Don't drive too close to the car, otherwise you don't have enough space to work with. Well, we can get closer than that actually. Put the handbrake on, and we need to use the hook from this. This is the control panel for it. There is winch in and winch out, so we can use the winch from here, or you can use this, which is what we're going to be using. This actually phases through the car pretty well, so you don't need to worry about it. Just tilt it down until it's low enough underneath the car. Click hook, it'll automatically hook, and then you tilt it up to shift the weight on top of the car. What you want to do is get the front wheels up from the ground, and be careful of the backside not getting too low onto the ground, so don't lift it up too much, otherwise it'll start scratching and getting cargo damage. This is kinda tight already, but it should be okay. Now we got it hooked up. It'll tell us to go to the nearest, usually the nearest garage, but sometimes it wants it to go to a specific location. So we just turn around and tow it around. Very simple job. Easy peasy lemon squeezing, right? I think the dory wrecker can easily do because it's a lightweight car. What we're gonna do next is we're gonna try a little bit heavier job, and we're gonna go pull that dory wrecker with the dory wrecker. Doryception. We'll see how that goes. We'll now level 5. Nice. Finally we got some unlocks. There's a Pulio. That's the upgrade version of this car. Very capable car. We're gonna be doing a lot of work with that once we get it. That is in the future still. So you don't necessarily make a lot of money doing record jobs, but record jobs are fun to do. They're a nice interactive way of playing the game, because you get to go get out of your car and actually hook up to the cars, and with the later on vehicles you get a crane and everything, so you can crane the cars upright and everything from being in the ditch and everything. It's really fun to play around with. But the beginning is what it is, and the pay is based on the distance it travels, so this won't be paying us that much. But it will pay us a little bit. So all you need to do is tow it to the garage, into the designated spot. Remember to put your handbrake on, access the panel, tilt it down, and there you go, 7,000. That was okay. You get a base payment, a safety bonus, which is based on the damage onto the body, which was 0% on this, which is the major income, as you can see. And of course the town effects bonus, which is very low right now because we don't have people online. Now we just tilt it down a little bit more, unhook, and there it's gone. That back up. It's 7,000 and we are level 4 on the wrecking job already. Let's go do another easy job. Well, this is not as easy. It's showing us yellow. 2.9 tons at our wrecker. But let's go see if we can do this job. We should be able to. Oh, look at that bouncy bounce on the backside. Definitely need some dampeners on this thing. Boing, 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 boing. I'm not even sure if we can do the next job because of the suspension setup. If you have too soft of a suspension, it can be very hard to do the heavier jobs, at least relative to the car. Because the heavier your car is, the easier time it has pulling a heavy car, because it can take the load onto it. At least in the case of the Dory Wrecker, the Pulio, and the Golima Rotator. The Brutus Wrecker is a special case, which I will talk about in the future episodes once we get it. Most likely gonna be called Towing 103. So this is 101 with the Dory Wrecker. 102 will be with the Pulio, 103 will be with the Brutus Wrecker, and 104 will be with the Golima Rotator. Now here's a question, or a thought. Which way should we pull this car? It's a back wheel drive. Technically we should pick up the back wheel, and it's also a very back heavy car. Why? Because of all the winches and everything. So I think we're gonna pull it from the back this time around. It doesn't really matter that much, but if it's very heavy on the back and you pull it from the front, you can in higher speeds at least, you can get some wobbliness of the on the cargo. Let's see if we can even pull this thing. This is very on the limits of this little thing. Pull this down. As you can see, it just phases through. It's not the case for the Brutus Wrecker and the Golima Rotator, that they don't phase through, but the Pulio and the Dodo Wrecker will just phase through fine. Just fine. Oh, look at that front. As you can see, as we lift it, the front end gets up and the back end gets down. Go. That's close. That's pretty good. See if we can pull this thing. I think we should be able to. Yes, this will work just fine. With the default suspension, I'm not sure if we could have done this as well. With the stiffer springs, the back end compresses less, so it doesn't bottom out. As it would with the default springs, I'm pretty sure it would have bottomed out, which is not what you want to do. These short little jobs we're doing. Actually, a pretty nice car to drive. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't driven this before. This is pretty nice. Now that we've gotten some money, I'm gonna explain what we're gonna do with those inventories that we put on to the side of the car. So you can carry certain. There's different type of items that you can carry in your inventory as a player and put them into car inventories, if the car has them. The wrecker cars, all of them have an inventory box in them, at least installable ones. And it's very useful for carrying stuff like extra fuel, tire kits, for fixing tires, and especially traffic cones. Traffic cones are very useful for stopping traffic when you're trying to tow a car from the ditch. Very, very useful, because nothing is more annoying than trying to pull a car from the ditch and the AI coming and harassing you very close to you, like literally almost sometimes even crashing into you while you're trying to do the job. So you can use traffic cones, set them up further away down the road, and they won't get that close to you. Sometimes they ignore them, but most of the time they will not. There we go, another 7.5 grand, really quick and easy. Level 8 on the record job already. There we go. Oh, button. The door wrecker is paying itself off, half paid already. Not bad. Oh, look at them. The tow hooks are kissing. Alright, let's see another job then. Is there anything which we could do? There is one in there which we could do. The Savannah we could do. I'm not even going to try hauling this Lobo and the Kotra 23. This is a semi-truck with a trailer on it. It would be a glorious job to do because you get double the pay. Because you get paid for the semi-truck and you get paid for the trailer. But unfortunately, this is 10 tons. I don't think this dory wrecker will be able to pull that. There's a 28-ton job here, a Golima rotator on its side or with a broken wheel. Don't think we can do that. There's a 9-ton job, Air City here. We could maybe try pulling that, but I'm not quite sure about it. There's another job here, a Sakura, which we could go do. More heavy jobs. Or we could make some money and go to a further down job. It just does mean that we need to drive a longer way. We could go pick up the bungo from all the way here and most likely drive it to the Ole Speedway. And it would make us like 20,000. But in the same time, we can make do these two jobs and get paid similarly. So I think we're gonna go for this one. The towing jobs are pretty easy. You just gotta understand how weight and angles work with the hooking it up. And you can pull some heavy loads. Actually, hold up. I forgot. We're gonna spend some money on upgrading the car a little bit. We're gonna add some upgrade the dampeners on the backside so it doesn't bounce around as much. Drive back to the garage. Parts, suspension, dampers. Say 200s at the back will do for us just fine for now. We're not taking on the heaviest jobs. That'll be good. That'll do good. We don't need to upgrade the winch on it, really. Because we don't really need the winch. We won't be doing tipped over jobs right now anyway. We don't need to worry about it. Beep beep, coming through. So, I'm glad to see people back from the first episode. I hope you all enjoyed it very much. It's gotten good reception. Glad about it. And I'm glad to do this. A second episode already. I was going to do it so that I post on Saturdays and Sundays only, but honestly I had so much fun doing the first episode that I felt like I wanted to do a second episode already and upload it earlier, so we will be most likely uploading as often as possible. And yeah, let's climb this hill up. Easily hill pulls on the fourth gear, which is the longest gear we got. Making that gear ratio, the final drive, tighter by giving it a bigger number, making the 7 was really good choice, because this we don't need the top speed. What we need is we don't need the top speed at all. What we really need is pulling strength. There's the Lobo. It's on the side of the road, actually. That would be such a good one to do, but I don't think we have the brake power to come down this hill with it, nor the pulling power to pull it up the hill to make it turn. So we're gonna do this in the future if it's still available. We are playing on the server where other players are also doing record jobs, so they might be gone by the time we get a Pulio. If we had a Pulio, we could pull that easily, even though it would be red even for the Pulio. But the Pulio can actually, especially upgraded, can pull a lot of weight. I have pulled 20 tons with it personally, so 10 tons is not even breaking the sweat. With the door wrecker, we'll stick to driving these smaller jobs. Doesn't handle the best, not going to lie. It would need some springs in the front and dampeners at the front, but for now it's fine. Oh, it's okay. This is where we get to use our winch. It's on this side of the road, but it's outside a little bit. See how it is tilted? There's no way we can actually hook up to it and pull it, get to pulling. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use the winch and attach it to the dead center of it. Put the winch controller and winch it in. Go, put that away, and then we pull it. Come on, you can pull it. There we go. Pull it to the side here. There we go. And then we unhook the winch by cutting the winch cable. But this car does not have a siren on it. Unfortunate. I was gonna put the siren on for doing this, but I guess we don't need have one in this car. Nicely, gently center ourselves as close as possible. Doesn't need to be perfect, but the more center it is, the more stable it will be. Here we go. We're really close, but that's okay. It'll just phase through it anyway. There we go. Hook it up. Lift it up. And on our way we go. Oh, it's a little bit slippery in the rain. Take it easy. When you're doing a tow job, you usually can use the autopilot just say fine, but I need the XP for the driver level to get to level 10 so we can set up that company. So I will be doing manual driving as much as possible to get the maximum amount of XP. But in general, you can safely use the autopilot. It sometimes tips the load on heavier loads such as the mixers and the fuel tankers. Those can tip easily. But otherwise, it's usually, especially if you're hauling a semi, you can safely use the autopilot in most cases. Supervision is always advised. We are stuck behind an AI bus being really slow. Move it! Let's overtake it because there's no police inside nor any other traffic. Even though it's a solid yellow. You're not supposed to cross the solid yellow lines. It's fine, it'll be fine. I wonder if we should even upgrade this. We're gonna take a shortcut here. We're gonna go through here. The GPS doesn't want you to drive through this road because it's only 30 kilometers per hour, or what is it, 20 miles per hour if you're playing with the Imperial units. But you don't care about the speed limits. This is actually the shorter route. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna upgrade this car much further. I would like to have a bigger engine and upgrade the coolant radiator and everything, and install a hook on or a winch at the front. Not necessarily for the sake of upgrades, but for getting more weight at the front so we can tow heavier loads. But I think it's the smarter choice is to save that money and buy a Pulio. I believe a Pulio is either 50 or 60,000. So we're gonna need to grind a little bit of money for that. But we will be able to get there, no problem. We should have the wrecker level already. I believe it's wrecker level 5 or level wrecker 10 for the Julio. I don't remember exactly. We could go check it out, but it's on the other side of the map where it's being sold. There we go, another 7,500. As you see, the pay is not that great. But these are very short jobs. In general, the record jobs pay less than delivery jobs and everything. So it's not the way to grind money. But it is a fun way of making money and having fun. And having fun is the #1 thing you should be doing in the game. Do what you find fun. Let's go do this Cora next. 18,000. We could upgrade the engine, but I don't, as I mentioned, I don't think we need that. Not for these lightweight jobs. We're just gonna head over to the next job. Oh wow, we actually got bottomed out there. That one jump already scraped the floor. It's not that tall of a vehicle. It doesn't have a lot of ground clearance. It is the starter like a job car, so it's understandable that it's not the best. It's a nice little vehicle though, nonetheless. Yeah, this gear ratio is perfect. It goes like 100 kilometers per hour only at max speed. We don't need to go fast because this is for local towing anyway, and works as it is. Works perfectly as it is with the drive ratio we chose. Oh, there's a suspect car here driving in the middle of the road. Here's a shortcut which we're gonna take and drive through this dirt road. Save some time. It's a bit bouncy, but it's actually pretty smooth when it comes down to gravel roads. I take this quite commonly on my truck. Oh, level 6 already. Nice. 4 levels to go on for our company. I think next episode we're gonna set up a company and see if we can afford to assign a car for it. I'm sure we will need to buy some trucks. You'd all, of course, always put the Dabo into the company when we are not using it, but we'll see. Up speed, let's go. How fast can we go? That's all she does. 109.5. And then she overheats if we keep going at those speeds. So let's slow down a little bit. Nice Sunday drive. Funnily enough, it is Sunday today when I'm recording this, so it is indeed a Sunday drive. There's the other job, 11 tons. It's a mixer, it's a cement mixer. Definitely a job for the Pulio or maybe even a Dory, not the Dory wrecker, Brutus wrecker. I mentioned this a little bit. I'm not sure if the Brutus will be able to pull that. It will, but it'll struggle a little bit in certain aspects. Such a good vehicle, but there's a little bit of a design flaw on it. But I'll touch on that once we buy it in the future. Here's our job for the Dory wrecker. Another 1.4 ton car, so it's a lightweight car. It's a BMW M3, I believe. Or an M5, I'm not sure which one it is. Not the big of BMW man myself, so I'm not sure. But it's a BMW nonetheless. At least the front is. And we're gonna hook up to it from the front, because it's front weight engined, so the weight is on the front mainly. There we go. Careful not to lift it too much so the back doesn't scrape. Where do you want us to take it to? You want us to take it to Jeju. Roger that. To Jeju we go. This will pay another 7 grand or so. There's a hitchhiker here. Let's see if the hitchhiker is going to Jeju. If it is going to Jeju, we can pick him up. Or her, actually. Oh, you're going to Jeju. Sure.
Thank you.
Let's take some extra XP and do some goodwill. The hitchhikers don't pay you any money, but they do give you 100 XP, so that's 1 level. Or 1/10 of a level every time you deliver one. I believe it's 1000 XP per level. Kind of scared driving faster than 50 kilometers per hour in the corners with this. Feels like it's gonna start sliding on the back. Or the towed car is gonna start sliding. I think we don't have any close by record jobs anymore to do after this, unless a new one spawns after this despawns or is delivered. So the job will always spawn randomly on the map right away after completion. So we'll see if we get a new job. If not, we might either need to go for further one, which is a longer trip, where I might use the autopilot, or we might actually, what we could do is switch over to our delivery truck and make some money by going to Guchwagen and doing a delivery from to the maybe to Guchwa if there is anything. I doubt there is, but go to Guchwa meat factory again and deliver some meat boxes. There we go. Control panel. 9.9 thousand. Well, that was a little bit more. Base pay was a little bit better. So there you have it. That is really the basics of doing these towing jobs. Very simple, very easy to do. The Dory Wrecker. I wish there was a heavier one which we could go like a 6-ton job. That would be really testing the limits of this Dory Wrecker. But I don't think we can find one. Drop this hitchhiker here to the airport.
Thank you very much.
Yes, it is 1,000 XP per level, so you get 10% of per level of level by hauling a hitchhiker. I think they should increase that amount to like maybe 400 XP. And or what I would personally like to see is if you haul a hitchhiker, the destination town gets a bonus of 5% extra income for the next hour or two for the downtown bonus. I think that would be pretty good. Pause here at the roadside. Check the map. Do we have any new record jobs? There's a 9-ton there, but it's on its side most likely, or a broken wheel. There's a new job there, a Fortum. We could go do that. Anything else on the north side? Nothing new on the north side. There is also a job there, a Xeno. Actually, go do the Xeno from A-Wall. And then we can go do the other one. Still a little bit bouncy. A little bit bouncy with the, whatchamacallit, the suspension, but it's okay. That. It's funny how some of these fence pieces will go flying off just by driving near to them. Not to get the popo on us. I don't think there's any police officers around other than Patrolman Jim. There's always some AIs, but where they are, it's always a mystery. Here it is, the Xino. which is an older BMW. Let's hold this as well. Go, hook her up. This thing is gonna be careful to be driven, hauled. It's very low to the ground, so it's easy to get it scratched. So we won't lift the front end that much, but just enough to get the front wheels. Well, the front wheels are still touching on the ground, but most of the weight is gone. Weight is gone from the front wheels of it, and it's on the back wheels of the dory wrecker. We're actually in Jeju. I think we're gonna pop by the tow truck dealership to check the price on the Pulio and show off the other cars that you can buy for wrecker jobs. There's also another way of leveling up your wrecker job without actually doing wrecking jobs. You can haul cars from the harbors, Rodasa Harbor in the south and the Jeju Harbor in the north. There are cars to be hauled that can be hauled with a car trailer to their destination, and you get wrecker XP from it. It's a very good way of actually leveling it up, but we don't have a semi nor a car trailer. There's a small car trailer which can hold one car, and then there's a large car trailer for the semis that can hold up to 3 cars if you load it right. We'll do that in the future for sure, but not now. We are unable to do it since we don't have either or. Go another quick easy job. Let's put her down. Another 10,000 this time, almost 11,000. That's not bad. 39,000 again. So we've already gained what we invested into this car back. We're gonna go to the tow truck dealership now. Of course, we are here. It's close enough, or close by enough. We are level 7. Amazing. That's great. 3 more levels to go. Hopefully I've been able to showcase how to do the basics of the basic of tow truck jobs, or the wrecker jobs as they are called in the game. They're very simple at the end of the day. There's just some tips and tricks that you will need to learn over time, especially trying to do heavier jobs, which I will cover more in the future once we get the Pulio, or we try heavier jobs with this dory wrecker, maybe in the future. That answers some of your wondering and ponderings of how to get started with doing tow trucks jobs. They're very chill, very nice to do, very much fun, especially as you get the larger vehicles, which I will showcase a little bit here. So from Jeju, we have a tow truck dealership right here. And they have a wide variety of cars that is available in the game. There's the Dory Wrecker, of course, for 30,000. The Pulio is 90,000 actually, and it requires level 10 on driving level, so we won't be buying it anytime soon yet. But this is what we're gonna get next. This is a big boy. She can do a lot of work. As you can see, it's so much bigger than the Dory Wrecker is. Great car. I've used it a lot, and we will be getting a lot of usage from it. The other option is this is for level 30, of course, and required. It's a flatbed, so this backside actually lowers onto the ground, and you can load up a car with the winch onto the bed, strap it in, load it up, and drive it away, and then unload it at the destination. Never actually used it myself. It's a little bit of a niche, but it's okay. There's also a fuel truck here being sold because it's a Brutus fuel tanker, 150k, and then the Brutus Wrecker, which is level 20 required for wrecker job, and not sure what driving level is needed. But it is the first one with an actual crane. This part here moves back and forth, up and down, so you can actually winch stuff up, and it has a proper hook onto it. But there's a small design flaw with this. I don't use it too much because of that, except on lightweight jobs. Nice car though. It has 4-wheel drive. Oh, it actually comes with, it has 2-wheel drive, and you can toggle it to be 4-wheel drive, full with high gears, 4-wheel drive with low gears, and you can also lock this the differential, so it is 4-wheel low gears with locked differential for proper off-roading. Very capable of towing stuff on the grass and in the sand. There's 8,000 for the car trailer, which you can use as well. You can load up a cars onto this and tow it around. And then there's the big boy, the Golima rotator, with an lift axle and a proper big crane and an underhook and a winch. This is, funnily enough, the only of the wrecker cars that doesn't have a forward winch, even though it does have a spot for installing one. This is the end game. Well, it's level 50 wrecker job, 200 driver level, I believe, and costs 620,000. So this will be in the future, hopefully. Hopefully we get there. This is what I want. I love driving this car. It's such a good truck. But for now, we're gonna work on our levels and save up towards the Pulio. The Pulio can do a lot. It's a great car. It's very long. It's very front heavy, so it can lift up and pull a lot of weight. Very capable, especially after you upgrade it. But we still have a ways to go until we can enjoy that. I think we have time for one more quick job, so we're gonna go get this Fortum. It's gonna get hauled to Gangjang most likely. And I think that will be day 2 then done. But we still have a little bit to go. So if you've been watching all the way here, I thank thee very much for hanging about. And if I may suggest, if you have not already, hit that subscribe button. It helps a lot. First of all, you know when the next episode comes through, and it helps up my numbers grow. Don't forget to like and share if you're willing as well. I've decided that I will try my best to grow the YouTube channel now that I'm doing it. Not gonna stress about it too much, but we'll see where it takes us. Also, I am streaming daily on twitch.tv, so twitch.tv/endet. I'll put up a link on the description as well. You can find me there daily streaming. I play a variety of games, but lately I've been playing only Motor Town and only Motor Town because I'm addicted and I can't quit. This is such a great good game. You can spend hours on this, having a good time. There's the Golema rotator in the on a hill on the left side. That's an interesting. It's gonna be an interesting job to do in the future. Maybe do it live on stream, show how it's done on with the rotator. It'll be an easy job for the rotator to do. I have a Golema rotator on my other playthrough and it is absolutely amazing. Such a beast. Distance to go, 1.5 kilometers to go to the location on this small winding road. So the Pulio is much more expensive than I thought, so we might actually go and upgrade this truck for the next time we use it. Maybe, perhaps, possibly. I'm not sure yet, but we will see. Whoop. A little bit bouncy on the back. Here comes the rain. There's a Roadmaster bus there. It's an old American style bus. Very great bus, by the way. You should get into busing maybe on the next episode. Well, I'll think about it. It's just expensive. Cost us 60,000 to get it. We'll get the money back, no problem. But I don't know if I want to do busing just yet. In the next episode, we might do some more. Whatchamacallit. Oh, it's a Porsche, nice. Do more deliveries. So this is the Porsche. It's a back wheel. It's a mid-engined car. Drivetrain and transmission and everything being almost crashed into it. Being on the back side, so we're gonna haul it from the back. This is very low to the ground. We gotta be very careful not to lift it up too much. Go. Yes, I was right. It wants to go to Gangjang. That's what we're gonna do. Very slowly. As you can see, the front end is almost touching the ground already, even though we didn't lift it that much. It's the road. So we're gonna drive very slowly on the sand, on the gravel road. Slow and steady. Very slow and steady. Cargo damage is 2% already, so we have taken some damage. So we lost 2% of the bonus already. It goes linearly, so if you lose 100, if cargo damage is 100%, you lose 100% of bonus. If it's 50%, you lose 50%, so forth and so forth. Couple of percent is not that much, luckily, but it's still try to keep it as low as possible. Don't worry about getting cargo damage in the beginning, though. You will definitely, especially if you are driving a little bit impatiently. You gotta be very patient with these jobs sometimes, especially on the gravel roads. Even on the paved roads, really careful. Gotta be patient. Take your time. See, cargo damage 4% now because I got impatient. In the last bit, I pressed the gas a little bit more. Drive patiently down this hill. Won't go over 50 because I believe it'll scratch the car otherwise. Good downtown. Yes, it is. No, this doesn't go to Gangjang. This goes to the bus station. Okay. So we get a little bit of an extra pay from this, actually. Because it goes all the way to the bus station. Roger that, roger that. At least I'm guessing it goes to the bus station because it wants to take us... The GPS tells us to take a left here instead of going right to Gangjang. As I mentioned, it doesn't always tell you to go to the closest one. Well, maybe this is actually the closer one, through airways at least. Well, anyway, we'll take it there then. To the bus dealership. I call it the bus station, even though it's not a station. It's a bus dealership. Might actually pay us over 10 grand. Maybe. Or let's put her down. See how much we get paid. No, it was only 7,908 coins. Even with the town effect coming in clutch. Oh well. It is money nonetheless. We are richer than we were in the beginning of the episode, so that is a win. That is a win. Drive back to Gangjang. Fuel her up. And I think that is our day then. Day 2 has been completed. Next episode indeed, or next day, we will do some deliveries from the meat factory and general deliveries. Grind that money up a little bit. Get that driving level. Get the driving level to level 10. And hopefully be able to buy the Pulio. Or actually, what are we gonna do is we're gonna buy ourselves a bigger truck most likely next time. The Dabo is great. Ah, there we go, level 8. Awesome. The Dabo is great, but it could hold more. So getting an upgrade for the truck would be good. The delivery truck. Legal overtakes. Oh no, now we crashed our car. Whoopsies. I was trying very hard not to scratch the blue van and ended up crashing our car instead. Oh well, let's go fix her up then. It'll cost us a little bit, but it's okay. Quick, quick fix at the garage. Cost us a whooping 33 coins. To the gas station we go. Don't mind me, I'm just passing through here. Fill her up. Your wrecker has been filled with 153 coins worth of fuel. So yes, that was a very productive day. The Dory wrecker definitely paying herself out. Sit on the bench again. And I hope you enjoyed that as much as I enjoyed doing this episode, or this day. Day 2, or episode 2. So, thank you very much for watching. I will catch you on the next one. And have a great time. And thank you everyone for watching once more. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and see you in the next one. Bye bye.